In 8th grade, section 5.5, we're dealing with solving multi-step inequalities. So basically, you're going to combine what you learned from 6.1 to 6.2, where you're trying to solve with with longer problems, but then we're going to add the inequalities to it. So just like last section, it's the same rules. You just treat the inequality like an equal sign. The only exception is that one rule you learned last section, which is if I multiply or divide by a negative number, I have to flip the sign. Okay? Other than that, it's just an equal sign. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So let's look at number one. Number one, what we need to first do is, what we need to first do is get rid of these parentheses. Okay? So I'm going to take it and I'm going to distribute. Now I'm not doing anything, I'm not moving anything to any side, I'm just distributing. So 6b. And I distribute to the -2, so 6 times -2 is -8. And then 2 times 2b, which is 4b, and then 2 times +8, which would be +16. Okay? Now I'm going to start moving. Let's start with subtracting 4b from this side. This gives me 2b minus 8 is less than, this cancels out, 16. Okay, I'm running out of room here. I'm going to add 8. Let me move it over here. This cancels out. And I'm going to do 2b is less than 24. Divide by 2. B is less than 12. Sorry about that. So I just treat it like an equal sign because I didn't, and it's good to just check at the end just in case, 'cause sometimes you're on a roll and you forget. But just check in the end real quick. We didn't multiply or divide by a negative number. The only time we actually multiplied and divided was right here, and we divided by a +2. So we're good. We don't have to flip it. So our answer is B is less than 12. All right? The next one, they want us to actually graph, okay? So I'm going to solve this, 5x, I'm going to bring this down. -9 is less than or equal to, because what I need to do first and foremost is distribute. So this ends up with 2x, and then this distributes to +6, which is +12, okay? Now I can start shifting. I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides, giving me 3x minus 9 is less than or equal to, this cancels out, 12. And I'm going to add 9 to both sides. This gives me 3x is less than or equal to 21. X is greater than or less than 21. I'm going to move that over here. And then I divide by 3. So x is greater than or equal to 7. Again, I'm going to check just to make sure I didn't divide by or multiply by a negative number, because I have, this is subtraction, addition, and then I divided here by positive, so I'm good. I don't need to change the sign. So when I graph, I have 0, 7, -7. Because there is a line underneath, I'm going to put closed circle at 7, and x is all the values that are bigger than 7. So I'm going to represent all the values that are bigger than 7, which is towards the right. All right, so the last one is similar to this one. I have to go ahead and distribute my parentheses. So that goes first and foremost, so 12x, and then 3 times -2, which is -6. And then I'm just going to bring 15 down. I don't know why I put an equal sign. It's supposed to be, oh. And then I'm going to bring down the side, and I'm bringing down all, because there's no parentheses on this side. Okay? So then I'm going to do like terms. So there's no like terms with 12x, but -6 and +15 gives me a +9, which is greater than 12x plus 9. So, sorry, this is supposed to have a line under. So you see how this is 12x plus 9, 12x plus 9, because they equal each other. I mean, because it's the same thing over here, and there's that equal sign. If it didn't have this, this would be never true. It would never be 12x plus 9 is greater than 12x plus 9 because they're equal. But because it has the or they can be equal, then this is true. Again, if I didn't have that line, then it would be false. But because it's the same on both sides, which is true, what that means, it's not asking for true, false, it wants us to solve it. So what that means is this is all numbers. So any number I put in for x, will give me equal on both sides. Okay? So go ahead and try page 252, numbers 2 and 6, 252, numbers 2 and 6, and I will see you in class.